Mm. Yes, yes. So, bros, can I copy this link into TeamSpeak and you voice tell me the music sounds good, the level's right? I have muted.
Oh, that's good.
For a job, I mean.
Just ask. Just ask. Don't be shy. 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 Don't be shy.
I'm a nice dude with some nice dreams. See these ice cubes, see these ice creams. See these ice cubes. See these ice creams. See these ice cubes. Trying to run up in my ear, talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. See these ice cubes. You should think about it, take a second. Matter of fact, you should take 4B. See these ice cubes. Phantom, exterior like fish eggs, the interior like suicide wrist red. Don't try to run up on my ear, talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. You should think about it, take a second. Matter of fact, you should take 4B. Don't try to run up on my ear, talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. See these ice cubes. cubes. Don't try to run up on my ear talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. See these cubes. See these cubes. See these cubes. Don't try to run up on my ear talking all that raspy shit, trying to ask me shit. See these cubes. See these cubes. See these cubes.
Talk about burn cuts.
Misdemeanor on the floor, pretty boy, here I come. Pumps in the back, make you wanna hurt something. I can take your man, I don't have to sex him. Hang him out the window, call me Michael Jackson. I'm a pain in your rectum. I am rich, they all slept on. Heavy hit around, spit up, call me rerun. Hey, 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 I'm what's happening. I'm not get my drink, that's right. Shake your ass to the stink, that's right. I'm not get my drink, that's right. Shake your ass to the stink, that's right. I'm not get my drink, that's right. Shake your ass to the stink, that's right. Shake your ass to the stink, that's right, baby. Shake, shake, shake your stuff. Shake your ass to the stink. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. Come on, get my drink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. Let me hit a rhyme, spit up on me, rerun.
Radiant
Hey,
team.
hey, hey, I'm what's happening. Come on, get my drink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Come on, get my drink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right. Shake your ass to the stink. That's right.
Skeet, skeet. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing a good time tonight. We're in for some ELSA Dota. Evolution Gaming taking on Meneer. This is probably one of the last games for Season 1 of the qualifiers. I realize I need to put my open mic on. That'll help a little bit. And here we go. Meneer versus Evolution Gaming. Joining me is none other than 2.0. 2.0, how are you doing?
Very good in yourself, Cappy.
Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Just self-isolating. You know, that's
okay.
That's what
self-isolating.
that seems to be the main thing that people are doing today. It's very in with the youth, as I hear.
I feel as though everyone's got it wrong, and we've been doing it for years, sir.
Yeah, when I look at my hours in Dota, I go, wow, you played a lot. Like, you have played a fair amount. I'm sitting at home.
Oh goodness. Okay, yeah. Good to be here, Cappy. Hi there, everyone. Some exciting Dota this evening. Some, I would say, some decent matchups here. We've seen the first phase of banning. The first. So just to note in the previous patch that now the banning phase will be 4-1-1 as opposed to 3-2-1 previously. So there'll be 4 bans coming out before the first pick. We see on the side of Evolution bans of Nyx, Timbersaw, Nightstalker, and Huskar, and on Meneer the Oracle, Phoenix, Ursa, and whatever they ban now. All of them are pretty strong heroes, I would say, pretty meta aside from maybe the Phoenix and the Timber. Nightstalker receiving some decent buffs, Huskar being a very strong mid lane, and Nyx being a powerful position 4. And then, the Oracle and Ursa being pretty good in their own rights, with Ursa receiving a whole bunch of buffs now with this latest patch. Obviously, these guys have been reading their patch notes and been doing a bit of homework, so I'm interested to see what they pick up and what sort of new strategies we're going to see, Cappy.
And here's that that introduction of the first 4 bans first for each team.
Yeah.
Snapfire, that's nothing unusual. Meneer, we casted Meneer a few weeks ago against Montwood Gaming, and they did have a very strong showing there.
Yeah, they did. They seem to execute their strategy very well. We spoke about it during the draft and what was required, and we watched them, flawlessly execute it. They really did play well, and they came out 2-0 winners.
Snapfire, she didn't really get touched. She got added an Aghanim Scepter buff, from what I believe.
That's correct. That's correct. So what the Aghanim Scepter buff does now is Snapfire is able to consume one of her allied heroes and then spit them out at a pretty flippin' far distance, and upon landing, the hero stuns. So it's effectively like an additional blink or an additional catch or initiation. It's pretty cool, I won't lie, especially if you're playing with an axe in your team or something similar.
So far, 2 supports picked for each team.
Okay. So pretty much standard, except maybe for the Dark Willow. Dark Willow being more of a situational hero, so they obviously have a strategy in mind where the Dark Willow is going to be effective. It is a little bit different that we're seeing both supports picked up on both sides during the first phase. But I'm happy with both picks. If I was on either side, I feel like they're both pretty strong, and maybe showing a little bit too much in their draft and what they're aiming to do. But on the whole, good heroes. Medusa banned from the side of Evolution Gaming.
Interesting one. I didn't think Medusa... I mean, you're quite a fan of the hero yourself. You feel it has been buffed quite severely in the last few patches. But I'm not sure if it's necessarily a hero that you want to ban from the get-go.
No, I wouldn't say so. I'd say that it's a very situational hero. It's last pick material. I would not say that you just straight up pick it in first or second phase. It might be something that Evolution are uncomfortable playing against, or they feel as though the draft they're going to run will not be able to deal with it.
It's weird. They have the OD still available to them, so I'm not too sure why.
Yeah, they have the OD, the Invoker. The Anti-Mage has been banned now. But yeah, those 3 heroes being particularly powerful against the Medusa.
I'm happy to see Ricky's banned.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, no, she's like, what's going on with that hero?
No one wants to see that.
I'm so used to him being a position 4 when I first started playing this game. 10, 20 years ago. And
oh, wow.
Yeah, wow. And seeing him carry it.
Ahead of your time.
Ahead of my time. These picks are coming out quickly.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Both offlaners picked. Seems like they're just going pick for pick, responding hero for hero. Although we see the Mars Willow combination come out, which is incredibly strong. Arena of Blood into jeez, I'm losing my train of thought here. Into the fear from Dark Willow is actually just filthy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Strong
mean
combo.
it pushes heroes into the walls of the arena. It's very very strong. Putting Bramble Maze in there secures a bit more damage. And we see a Slardar pick up on the side of Evolution. Slardar being one of those heroes that are really really do well with Fortune's Cookie from Snapfire and are able to close that gap. And then obviously later on, if the Snapfire does get Aghanims, Slardar being just as effective as an axe in that scenario, being pushed into a fight, stunning and getting into the middle of things.
Do you think Meneer took the Mars so that Evolution would not get the Mars with that Sapphire Mars combo? That's also pretty strong.
It could have been a band pickup. I feel like with the Willow pickup that they were intending to do it from the start though. And then we see a PL pickup, a Phantom Lancer pickup on the side of Meneer. Okay. I really think PL is a very strong hero at the moment, although I feel that it battles quite a lot versus Slardar. You can't always bait out the Slardar stun, and simply going to wave is going to be a little bit difficult for that Phantom Lancer. Yeah. Especially
PL
with the Snapfire there.
Yeah. So PL, we're not too sure how this pick is gonna, how he's gonna do against the Slardar.
I mean, for the game, it's fine. I just feel like laning phase is gonna be a little bit difficult. Okay, Void Spirit pickup. So fourth pick. That feels as though it's going to be the mid for Evolution Gaming. They don't have last pick, so they are able to do this. Maybe they were worried about it being banned out, or whatever the case may be. The Void Spirit pickup here for me is a little bit awkward. Aside from the fact that it's very, very good versus Mars, being so elusive, it's very hard for the Mars to do what he does and locking down a hero, keeping him in the Arena of Blood, doing damage, holding a hero for his team. But the problem here lies that there's a root from the Dark Willow which stops the Void Spirit's maneuverability, and there's also a disruptor which is terrifying really. Static Storm pretty much means that the Void Spirit isn't a hero if he's caught in it.
So you think this will be a mid Void?
I do think this will be a mid Void.
Interesting. Maybe Evolution comfort pick for, I'm not sure who their mid player is, but he might
I'm
be
not
very
sure
comfortable
either.
on the hero.
We'll have to see. Yeah.
Final bans, Ember Spirit and OD removed from the pool.
Okay.
Nothing
like
much to work on there. That's just general. I mean, I just don't want to play against that.
Yeah, I think that's where both of these sides are. They are just picking and banning around their draft, and around things that they don't want to play against. Maybe they don't know each other that well, or they haven't seen each other play that much, and that's what you'll see effectively. OD obviously
5 seconds remaining.
being really really difficult to deal with as a Mars, and even does reasonably well versus a PL early or mid game. Yeah, it's alright.
Wait to see what the final pickup for Evolution Gaming is. We did mention a few years ago that Evo did have a team in the Premier Division and the top division. It's quite a while ago.
That's correct.
I'm not whole new lineup.
I'm not sure if this is the same Evo though, Cappy. I think this is a different branding and I think a different team, to be quite frank.
No, I don't recognize many of these players.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Very new for me on the casting scene. Alchemist? Sorry? Sorry? Wait. I have no words. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure where that Alch fits into anything, really. I think he's been nerfed severely, and he's not that strong a mid or pos one.
Okay, so what the Alchemist does allow for here is to up the tempo of the side of Evolution Gaming. And I like this because they're playing against the PL, and Meneer are going to want to drag this out as long as possible to get as many items on the Phantom Lancer as possible. Whereas Evolution Gaming now have an Alchemist, a high tempo hero that spikes very early. That coupled with the Void Spirit and the Slardar, I believe that they are going to try and out-tempo Meneer. And if they can execute it well, then I think they're going to be just fine. All right.
Fantastic. Well, I hope Evo make me eat my words.
Yeah, and with the Outlaw Devourer being banned, it's obviously quite a serious counter to the Alchemist. I think that they felt comfortable picking it up. We might see something now like a Bloodseeker or a Zeus who does very very well versus an Alchemist mid. I'm assuming that that's a mid Alchemist. If not, it's going to be a little bit tough for them to take it down. they might end up switching lanes here potentially.
So Meneer are probably looking for either their mid or their pos, their carry, their safe lane. Cool.
I think it's going to be
It's
their
coming
mid,
Quap.
and it's a Queen of Pain.
Queen of Pain, our BDSM lady. That is what she is. I mean, look how she... That's 100% okay to say. Look at her.
I'm sure, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't want to mess with her.
Safe lane ult. It's going to be the void against the Quap.
I think so. I think that's what's going to happen.
Bullets, alright. Evolution Gaming and Meneer just finished off their drafts. Let's get into this game 1. Looking like Evo will be trying to keep a high tempo during this game. Try not to let PL get too out of control. Alchemist is going to be a big catalyst for that lineup.
Yeah. Any predictions, Cappy? What's your feeling?
I want Evo to win just because I picked an Alch. Like, I haven't seen it in a very long time. It's been... Well, casting... Yeah, I haven't casted one of these games with an Alchemist in like 2 years.
Yeah, I want to see Evolution Gaming win this. I always prefer a high tempo draft, and if they can execute it well, it's going to be really nice to watch. So they have my backing. Let's see what these guys can do.
Yeah, 2 points towards Evo. Alchemist, funny, I was watching some Warcraft 3 the other night, and I saw the actual Alchemist model that this current Alchemist is based off. I never really played Warcraft 3 as a youngster. Here we go, he's got his own preview. All lights on him.
Oh, that's a cool stance for the
Very
build.
nice. He's got a
So
pipe.
pretty.
Odyssey. Into game 1.
Prepare for battle.
Sorry, just quickly sorting out some audio settings here. From last time. This was the issue. Good luck, have fun all. Evolution Gaming will be playing from the green side, the Radiant. And you will take the red. Eon, nothing really interesting in the starting items here. It's difficult to see, obviously. It's still very early on. Actually, Evo, looking like they're going to move 5 heroes to this top rune.
Just what I
Picking out the Roshan pit. They're making lots of lines on the minimap.
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
What's the movement? They're hiding in Roche.
This is the most exciting rune contest we've seen.
I know, I haven't. Yeah, I have not seen. Usually, it's been pretty standard. This is Evo trying to set the pace early on.
30 seconds remaining.
Moving up the high ground. There's no vision there. Meneer do not know what's coming. It will be a 3 versus 2. They're going to try sandwich them in the middle on this low ground, and looks like they will go. Ice Queen leading the charge on that Snapfire. Pops up. There's a Scatter Blast. Odyssey. He's already had to take the point in Doppelganger very early. That's not necessarily what you want. That's probably very good for Evo.
Well, I think if...
Oh, never
if
mind. He's going
Odyssey's
to
able
snatch
to
the
get this
rune.
Yeah, that's
I think
worth it.
Evo
I feel.
outplayed themselves here. Just a little bit. That's 3 runes for Meneer. No, just no. Yeah. 3 runes for Meneer, 1 for Odyssey. Sorry, 1 for Evo. It could have been a cool thing, and no first blood happens. Demon going to TP bottom immediately. Start getting that farm.
Now it's a bit awkward because I don't think Odyssey can TP out of here. Yeah, if he does, he will get bashed or stunned. The Slaughter has taken bash. He's going to have to just run all the way back to his lane, and
that's really not good.
No,
that's really not good. You
at
don't
all.
want to be far away from your lane as a pos 1 PL. There's the TP eventually.
Okay, gets out. He's only missed.
No, where's the
one
off lane though for Evo? He's also far. TPing in now. Mid lane, bullets
He's
versus
missed a full
Holocaust.
wave.
Is this a does Void Spirit or Queen of Pain have a upper hand in this lane?
You know what, Cappy? I'm not 100% sure. I feel as though the Queen of Pain would have the advantage here. Up until, say, about level 4, where the Void Spirit might be running away with lane a little bit.
Apologies, I just got a correction. It is Evolution. It is Evo eSports.
Evo eSports.
Not Evolution, not Evo Gaming.
Okay.
I'll make the
Evolution
correction. General Panda
cool.
gets the bash. Odyssey already quite low. Got 4 tangos. And it's very dangerous with this Lich. He's got Frost Blast. Just took the level 2. Got it in Frost Armor. I feel, as you mentioned, this Phantom Lance is going to have a very difficult lane.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy life for him at all. Also, like that that Evo Esports have moved Eon into this lane as well. I would have felt as though the Snapfire would be the natural choice, but against the PL, the Frost Armor and Frost Blast from the Lich is very, very effective early on.
Bullets is dropping quite low in HP, so is Holocode though. And his Tango's on cooldown. Void Spirit's got the deny ability, well, the deny option above his head. What's that, a marker notification? Bottom lane, they find the spear.
Dead, yeah.
Demon, he's gonna pop out an acid spray, trying to dodge and juke, but he can't dodge the Shadow Realm. Looks like Phoenix will help with the ability of Spade to bring down this Alchemist. That is first blood going in the favor of Meneer. What happened to the support? Snapfire was trying to pull, I think, pull the wave.
Yeah. Alchemist a little bit high up the lane and exposing himself. It's a bit unfortunate.
Another route, Bramble Maze. They're just going to zone out Ice Queen. She uses Snapfire Cookie to get out of there. What do you do as Odyssey? You still go the standard PL build, 2 Wraith Bands into Diff Blade mid lane. Holocode finds a solo kill on Bullets. Very low, but manages to get the kill. That damage over time. Quite nasty because Resonant Pulse does not block that magical damage.
No, it doesn't. And then that's what's giving the Queen of Pain the advantage here. Holocode taking full advantage, obviously until the Void Spirit can take a level and disseminate and allow himself to get out of trouble.
She will salve up too. Content to sit on her side of the river. As I want to mention again, I love Meneer's banner. It's just a bowl of rusks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Definitely one of the coolest.
One of the best. One of the best we've seen. These two obs are right next to each other. They're both seeing exactly what the other guy sees. Jacks. Disruptor here, you're gonna max that glimpse. You need the catch onto Void Spirit, really. Even Slaughter.
Yeah, but not for lane, I don't think. I think he needs to take points in Thunderstrike to force that Lich out of the lane. Because it's causing so many problems.
Holocode, very low in mana, but able to harass from the high ground. Bullet standing in the middle of the river. Getting some last hits. Void
There's
Spirit's
a
base
haste rune
attack
top.
damage. Oh, haste rune. Who wants that? None of these players have revealed. So Holocode looks like he's going to be queuing up a bottle. Demon's Courier will be sniped by Sphere. Snapfire Cookie onto Demon. They want to lock down Sphere. That's a lot of damage coming out. Bramble Maze, but they just walk around it. Ice Queen gets the kill. Phoenix needs to move. General Panda top lane. They find Jacks. Meneer losing 2 supports. Well, sorry. Yeah, 2 supports. In the space of a few seconds. Mid lane, Holocode. What do you want to be doing as this Queen of Pain then? From this point onwards.
I feel as though you want to get your level 6 up and then start rotating and repeatedly killing that Alchemist. I think that needs to be the Queen of Pain's job here. And just slow down the tempo of Evo Esports' draft. I think that is potentially what we're going to see. Queen of Pain getting a bottle, getting a level 6, maybe waiting for boots, and then just going and causing havoc in the other lanes. Although, Holocode has gotten 3 points in her Shadow Strike, which means that it looks like she wants to be staying in lane and essentially beating this Void Spirit. She's a level ahead and she might just stick around here as opposed to targeting that Alchemist.
Yeah, Bullet's having to wait for some regen coming from base. Got the salve on the way. Really not going well for him. Though Odyssey in the top lane getting some good CS. But so is Demon too. And obviously since Alchemist has that Grievel's Greed, he's going to get a lot more gold out of the situation from his last hits than Phantom Lancer will.
Yeah, he's already 700 gold net worth ahead of the Phantom Lancer, even though he has a few less last hits.
Top lane, Jacks. Might be in a little bit of trouble. There's the Frost Armor onto Eon. General Panda with the Guardian Sprint comes forward. Wants to find the bash, gets a Slithering Crush. The TP in for Spear. It's not enough. Jacks will be brought down, but they might find Lich in return. They do. Odyssey gets it bashed up too. General Panda wanting to try man fight. Shadow Realm finds a Slithering Crush. It's going to stop a little bit of damage coming out from Spear. He's going to walk through the Bramble Maze, which is enough to let Odyssey get himself a double kill. You don't want to be giving PL that in the early stages of the game. Going to solve up too.
Yeah, very nicely done. A nice rotation there by Spear. That worked out just perfectly, and the PL getting as much as he could out of that, even though he has a tough lane.
However, bullets did fall mid lane again.
Again, we did say this would be tough, Cappy, and this lane would be predicated by bullets not dying early on.
Jacks. He's in now mid. Want to help Holocode find the kill onto this big Void Spirit. Got the kinetic field. There's not enough damage from Holocode, even with Arcane Rune. That dagger doesn't tick enough as he'd like it to. Mars already got the Soul Ring up. I'm loving this new headdress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's obviously the lack of stats, but the cheaper option makes you're able to buy like boots quicker or Soul Ring quicker. You can go headdress Soul Ring, as this Mars has done.
Yeah, I personally feel that the lack of stats is a big loss. You know, it was 50 gold more than what it is now, and gave you 3 extra stats. Whereas now it's just a tiny bit of extra regen. I much prefer the older headdress, to be quite honest. That's just my personal opinion, Cappy.
We've talked about this.
We've talked about this.
This whole thinking thing. we both shouldn't be doing. Why is Odyssey in the jungle?
That's a great question.
The lane didn't seem to be going that bad. He's top of the CS.
Well, there's a lovely stack made for him.
Very true. Eon.
So maybe you prioritize that.
He will be brought down. Frost Armor level 1. Not enough to stop all that damage coming out from Willow and Disruptor. Demon is level 6. Got the Rads queued up. Got the Phasies too. It's cool to see an Alchemist back in this game. Top lane. TP's coming in. General Panda got the Cursed Crown on him. Will survive. Shadow Realm is not that much damage. Only level 2. And Slaughter will salve up. Get his HP back up to where it needs to be. Does the Slaughter need to set a fast tempo? Holocode gets another kill on Bullets, but Bullets looking like he's trying to go past the tier 1 tower.
He's a little bit too aggressive and overconfident there, I feel.
Odyssey just farming the jungle. And the Ancients. There's a stack for him already.
I won't lie, that was unexpected.
Never mind, he doesn't want to take it top lane. Spare. Finds the bash. General Panda does. Gonna be glimpsed back though. Jacks preventing himself from dying. They will lose the Willow. Leaving this Master solo bottom.
Very well played to get the kill on set Willow though.
How do you build Elk these days? Do you any points in concoction eventually?
I think as a safe laner, the answer to that is a resigning no. It is maxing Greevil's Greed, maxing Acid Spray, and getting as much farm as you possibly can. I think I would have expected. I would have expected Demon's teammates to be stacking for him so that he can rotate into the jungle and really spike his farm by quite a bit, and then come out with a few big items like Radiance, maybe Blink and BKB, and we can probably expect him to be going that.
Bullets overextending. He went for the Astral Strip forward onto Spare, but he finds Holocode waiting in the backline. Got the dagger onto this Void Spirit too. There's Frost Armor, but it's just timed out. The Revenant might buy him some time. He's in deny range, but he can't get anywhere out of there, and Bullets is brought down once again. That is 4 deaths for this mid lane Void Spirit. Spare. The TP forced in from General Panda. They're in the Roche pit. Maybe Spare trying to go for the deny. Will not find it. Holocode gets himself a double kill. Meanwhile, General Panda picks up Spare. Maybe this Quap might want to make a movie. She has a lot of damage, even with Corrosive Haze, General Panda. I think you've got to be careful. There's a blink forward from Holocode in a few seconds with the Scream as well. And the dagger, he finds her. That's a triple for this Quap. Putting her far ahead on the charts.
Oh boy.
You don't want your Quap snowballing. Well, the enemy Quap. Great if you're a Meneer fan, not great if you're an Evo fan.
But this is exactly what Meneer need, Cappy. They need this Quap to be pretty much ruling the mid game to make sure that the snowballing that Evo eSports wants to do doesn't happen. So if you're a Meneer fan, guys, Holocode is doing the things.
So is Odyssey. About a quarter of the way towards that Diffusal Blade and already taking this tier 1 tower. Level 9 at 12 minutes in. I think that double kill helped him out a hell of a lot earlier. It seemed that the jungling seemed to work, which I'm not too sure how the mechanics behind that work.
Well, I think a stack is always worth it, and if your lane's pushed in, the risk of you being gone on is quite high. And again, we said that it is a tough lane, and Odyssey's not always going to be able to farm at the creep wave. So taking those stacks, I think, is a safer and maybe better option.
Demon, bottom lane, close to his Sacred Relic. One of the first parts of the Radiance that he's hoping to build into, but Holocode's down here too. They have the Arena of Blood available on Phoenix. Want to go for the kill. Gonna walk past the tower. They don't give a damn. There's the spear. They find him. Demon in a lot of trouble. They're gonna be Sonic Wave him, but it pushes him out of the pit. But Jack Jack's there with a glimpse into the Sagstorm. General Panda with the rotation with the help from Ice Queen. Maybe they can pick up some return kills here. Holocode, he has to be careful. Only has Blink available in 1 second. Is not enough. The Mortimer's Kisses find him, and they also bring down Shasso Phoenix too. That's a 6 times unstoppable kill streak going in favor of Ice Queen.
Yeah. And that's a really big turn of events, Cappy. We spoke about how the crop needs to be rotating to slow this Alks farm down, and that kind of backfires on them. Yes, they get the Alchemist, but that's 4 heroes down on the side of Meneer. That's not exactly how they planned it to go.
They also pick up Jack Jacks too. Mortimer's Cookie with Guardian Sprint. A lot of damage, and Stardust has got so much stun and bash that it's very hard to not be locked down by him once he's on you.
Yep.
That put Alk a little bit back. He had enough gold to get the relic. Now he can't. He loses his career again.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Twice this game, Mr. Demon. You're doing what I do all the time. My career just dies.
Please note, we're not flaming him, we're sympathizing.
No, we're sympathizing. Like, I understand the feeling of just losing your career. Because someone just wants to kill it.
Yeah.
Bullets. Saving up his gold. He's got the phase. He's queued. Do you skip boots here? Probably not. You definitely want to finish those off, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
The Holocode on the way to the Orchid of Malevolence. Get some silence going this game. Really good against that Void.
Yeah, it's super good versus the Void. It's super good for the Alchemist if you can catch him before he ulties. Obviously makes it a lot easier to bring him down.
There's Arena of Blood. They find Eon, put him against the wall, and the rest of Mars's brood, or those guys who watch. What are those, like his fan club? His groupies. They do all the work. Terrorize. Finds General Panda, but the Mortimer's Kiss is coming up. They bring down Jack Jacks. And Phoenix can't do enough to save his support, but that's not too bad. General Panda right back in. He's got himself the treads, already on strength. He gets the Slithering Crash. Phoenix going to put up the Bowl Walk. It might be enough damage to help him. One more Fire Snap Cookie to get the stun, and the Scatter Blast helps General Panda find the kill on Phoenix. Really fast play from Evolution eSports.
Very, very well executed. Nicely done.
Oh, Alchemist. He dies. Holocode not playing games. Just going to run him down. Uses the Sonic Wave as well. Not much you can do as an Alchemist against that, especially early on. You just have a Sacred Relic and Phase Boots. Just gets the bounty too. Fill up that bottle.
Spear dropping to bullets in the bot lane. And that's just indicative of the Void Spirit's burst potential. He's behind, but he's still able to burst down a squishy support. Really, really well played there by Bullets and realizing his opportunity.
So quite a little bit of time, well, a little bit of farm behind his opponent, who is Holocode, necessarily. His laning matchup.
Yeah.
It's a bit more gold.
A bit more is a bit of an
Yeah, a
understatement.
little bit of an understatement. I want to see how this Odyssey's doing. He's got the Diff Blade up already.
Okay.
Queued in for the Mantis style. This is the danger you mentioned. PL might be out of control before Alchemist can set the tempo, can start getting his items up. He's still trying to work his way towards that Radiance.
Yeah, as an Alchemist, you want that Radiance way before the Phantom Lancer gets his Diff Blade. This is going to prove to be quite difficult for the Alchemist to deal with
They
now.
find themselves a nice Arena of Blood. Phoenix comes in from the eastern side of the map, and with the help of the Lich Frost Blast, they got a nuke through Evolution eSports lineup. Wrong team.
Wrong team, sir.
Wrong team. Frost Blast was for the other guys.
Yep, and Frost Blast did bugger all.
Nothing, it did nothing. Phoenix making that quick rotation early on. He's almost at the Vladimir's offering. Nice item, gives a bit of lifesteal, mana regen, and some attack speed or damage. Which one is it?
Sorry, Cappy, I was just busy looking at items. What were you asking?
Mars, Vladimir's offering gives attack speed as well, or attack damage.
It's attack damage. I believe it's
damage.
15%.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's pretty good and scales throughout the game, which is what makes it such a powerful item.
Odyssey, finish the Asher.
Wait, hang on. No, I'm talking absolute rubbish. It's just lifesteal.
Just lifesteal.
Yeah.
Really, with some mana regen though.
Yeah, mana regen, armor, and lifesteal.
Okay, armor, that's it.
But the lifesteal is obviously percentage based, which allows it to scale. Okay, Gappy, we see those boots finished on the Void Spirit. This Quap is getting pretty damn close to her Orchid of Malevolence. I think that's going to be a big turning point for the side of Meneer. On the side of Evo eSports, we see a pretty wealthy Snapfire. I'm not going to lie to you. Ice Queen has played this game very, very well so far, and she's going to queue up a rod. I think that's going to be very effective in locking down the Queen of Pain initially until she's able to get herself a BKB or a Lincoln's, depending on what she chooses to do. So some big support items coming through. We have a Blink now on the Slardar, and he's queued up Ags for immediately after that. That Blink is going to help so much with Evo eSports movements and their ability to take these fights on their own terms. I'm interested to see if they potentially smoke up here and look for a fight with Meneer.
What are you just having some video settings issues?
No problem.
General Panda. There's a ward up there for Meneer out of the spear. Gonna push him back into the edge of the kinetic field. There's a Static Storm too. Jack's very happy to drop it. Glimpse him back. Cursed Crown. Gonna lock him down as Phoenix with the help of the rest of his team. They're gonna be crushed once, but it's not enough. And Bedlam will help to seal the deal there. However, Ice Queen will fall too. Near this mid tower. Bullets, he's got the haste room. Gonna be silenced up by the Orchid. Holocaust misses the Sonic Wave, but Odyssey there to help chase him down. However, that speed is too much for Meneer to find. General Panda gets the Blink Crush onto Holocaust. Buys back for that though. They can't kill anything. I think Panda might have wasted a buyback. They won't find it.
Yeah, that's a bit costly. I don't know if I approve of that. I think buying back at this stage to teleport into something that's so far away is a bit questionable. But it was obviously the call from the team, and so be it.
EG Demon throws out the concoction. Bullets finds Jack's. That is no kinetic field or glimpse. General Panda, he's moving his way onto Mars. And Phoenix, so much damage, he can't survive that at all. Odyssey and Holocaust now needs to back the hell up away from this Bradiance who's on the Alchemist. Bramble Maze roots up this big guy Demon. He's not quite done though. Cursed Crown on top of his head. Odyssey throwing himself right into the thick of the fray as Ice Cream tries to get the Sapphire cooking up, but this PL is surrounded by too many opponents, and Holocaust, he's also damn low. This Radiance just burning its way through Evolution eSports, through Meneer. And General Panda surging forward. He wants the kill. He's got Blink up in 1 second. He could very easily kill this Quap. She's glimpsed back even. No, never mind. Panda was glimpsed back. I'm getting all confused with who's playing on what side.
That's alright, Cappy. Alright, so it's very interesting to note how effective that Radiance was in that fight. I wouldn't say that Demon is particularly farmed, but he even got stunned twice, once by the Cursed Crown and then directly afterwards by his own stun, and was still able to get a double kill simply from that Radiance burn. Really doing a lot of work there.
Is this the point now where Demon needs to start setting the pace?
Yeah, this is absolutely it. Once you have Radiance up, and now he has his BKB up, I think it's a strategy of let's run at them. And what's also very nice to see for the side of Evo eSports is even with that Arena of Blood committed by Shadow Phoenix, they were still able to turn the fights around. And that's one big ultimate, and they were able to withstand all the damage that came through from it, and then turn the fight around in their favor.
Very close game, only 1k between these two teams, 21 minutes in. Kills also tied up quite nicely.
Yeah.
Smoke. Spare. He's bought one. Flying it out to him. I hear a slithering crash. They find Odyssey, but there's the Terrorize to push back the Slardar. If Evolution might not be quite done. Running up the high ground. There's Concoction. Post out. Put onto Jax. There's the Arena of Blood again. Phoenix finds one. He manages to spear Ian against the back. He can't get his Lich Frost Blast out at all. But Demon and the Sonic Wave. It's pure. It pierces BKB. This BKB might not be enough to keep Alchemist alive. It is enough to force back Holocode though. He's still going. Demon so large and so strong. Eventually brought down the burst damage from Quap. More than enough to get the job done. Panda now in a lot of trouble. Cursed Crown. There's the run from Odyssey using the Phantom Rush to close the gap and close the distance and get the kill. As they leave Ice Queen to probably fall to this very scary Holocode.
Oh, there we go.
Brought down low. How
Very
low
well
can
played
you
by-
go?
I've just got to say that was very well played by Meneer. Kiting, moving, absorbing the amount of pressure that was put out there by the side of Evo eSports. So that was very nice to watch.
Oh no, Eon, you're in the wrong neighborhood, mate. In the very wrong neighborhood. Just feeding Holocode these kills.
Radiant's top tower is
Oh
This
boy.
is a 11 for 2 Queen of Pain. With BKB queued up, that spell immunity going to be essential against all of Evolution eSports lineup. Essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most important thing would be that rod that's being queued up by the Snapfire, which she's fallen a bit behind in getting, but also the eventual orchid that would come from the Void Spirits.
Odyssey has finished off the Manta Star. He's got the Heart of Taras queued. Fairly well farmed for a 23-minute Phantom Lancer. Actually, this Alchemist should be far more ahead. Usually we see Alchemists just, you know, surging forward on the net worth charts.
Yeah, absolutely. Alchemist farm potential is so much higher than a Phantom Lancer, so they really are doing well. I would even go so far as to say Meneer are sitting in a very good position right now. They've stemmed that early, you know, snowball effect that I think Evo eSports were hoping to achieve, and they're sitting strong right now. They're even ahead in net worth versus an Alchemist lineup. I got to say they are looking pretty sharp.
A lot of it is the good work done by Holocode.
Yeah.
Keeping his team alive and available to fight. General Panda. Maybe looking for the Blink Slithering Crush. A bit nervous. He can't see what's going on around the rest of this map here. Remove the fog of war. Eon, got the Glimmer Cake. Fairly useful item. I like supports going items that help the rest of the team. That support the team. Instead of rushing Dagon or something silly. Does this Ags really help the slaughter?
Oh, Cappy, yes it does.
But in the context of this game.
In the context of this game, I don't think it's going to be as effective. I think a BKB would probably be the wiser choice. That being said, the Aghanims, the item itself is incredibly strong, and in particular when sieging high ground. That extra status resist, the armor, the move speed is
Regen as
actually a regen. It's so useful. It's honestly makes them almost unkillable right under the tower.
General Panda, they found themselves Odyssey. The whole of Evolution eSports is there to lock him down and bring down this Phantom Lancer. Nicely done. It is inside the dire triangle. Jax now, he runs in for some reason and pops the Select Storm and the Kinetic Field. Buy some time, Phoenix. They want to throw and commit a lot of forces to this ability. Holocode gets himself a nice two-man Sonic Wave. That could do the trick. Maybe not. Bullets. He escapes with the Astral Step. Eon throws out the Chain Frost. However, nice splitting up from Meneer. They will not take too much damage from that, but Panda finds the kill. Will be able to bring down this Chasso Phoenix with the help of the rest of his team. Holocode able to blink away to safety just in time. Interesting that Jax still went into this fight. Oh, Ice Queen. Be cropped up. Slithering Crush. Brandel Panda finds two. Holocode now. He's silenced too. This is a big of a problem. Ice Queen is still alive on barely 8 HP. Will eventually be brought down with the fear. The Sinister Gauge from Eon holds Holocode in place. Enough for bullets to find the kill. 5 times kill streak going in favor of EG.
Yeah, that was a huge movement for them, catching their Phantom Lancers, waiting on the high ground. Very well done by them. And then you know, they're, I think Meneer overcommitting there, and even when they were in an advantageous position, almost being uncertain as to which hero they're targeting. We saw a few times where they would initially be targeting a hero and then split up to change targets, and end up costing them the fight. And it all comes down to EG taking the fights on their own terms, and it's very nice to see them, even though they're slightly behind here, to turn around and make a play like that. So that was good stuff.
Some good synergy. Spit. TP's in, trying to push back Eon. Finds the Bramble Maze. There's the Bedlam 2. Curse Crown on top of his head is going to stun him up in a few seconds of the Shadow Realm, but more than enough damage. Spare gets the solo onto his opposite support.
Cappy, have you seen Eon?
No, I have not. He disappeared. He was standing right there.
I could have sworn I saw him in the bottom lane.
He just disappeared. Demon, though, has got an Assault Cuirass. There's that net worth lead that we expect of Alchemist 30 minutes in. Slowly starting to happen.
Yeah, it should be a bit more or I say should. In an ideal situation, it would be more, but it's decent. They really need him to pick up an extra item or two and be an item or two ahead of the Phantom Lancer right now.
Who is almost about 1,000 gold away from his heart.
Yep.
Pretty big stuff. Phoenix sitting in the tree line behind his carry. He's got the Arena of Blood and the Blink available. Looks like Evolution Esports will make a full TP rotation and bullets. He's not wasting any time. Go the Astral Spirit forward. There's the Arena of Blood. They got the silence at the slot. Adrenal Panel can't find the slash. He's standing in the middle of the Static Storm. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out in the back line, doing a lot of damage to Shadow Phoenix, who is brought down low. Odyssey does not have the heart. He's not as tanky as he'd like to be as Demon. Just hacks away at this PL, and they bring him down. The Radsburn, Jack-Jacks, he's in a lot of trouble under his tier 1 tower, and the tier 1 will fall just like he does. Evolution Esports finding their rhythm, finding their momentum, and pushing forward down this bottom lane.
Yeah, this Alchemist is really smacking right now. He almost seems unstoppable if EG are taking the fight on their own terms. He really does.
Do they keep going? They probably could. At least take the tier 3.
Win in Rome.
Win in Rome. Veni Vidi Vici. What else do they say? Win in Rome. That's it. Win in Rome. There's not much.
There's not much more.
I mean, no one really says like win in Vegas. Bramble Maze enough to deter Evolution. They will pull back. Perhaps set their eyes on this tier 2 mid. They haven't taken the tier 1 top either. Those are all options and objectives available to them. So is Roshan. Probably waiting for Demon's Chemical Rage to come back up.
Which it is up.
True. So I don't know what they could have taken a tier 3 there, I felt.
It's a little bit of an awkward one, because if they do take that high ground and then lose 1 or 2, they're going to be in a position where they're behind. So I don't hate the movements. I think that it's safe, and it's probably the right play to make.
Glimpse. Sorry, Kinetic Field. Trying to stop Evolution Esports' movement forward. They do capture the outpost on the Dire side. Odyssey, he's desperately trying to get his heart up. He just needs the Vitality booster.
And Cappy, it's when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Which is? Oh, is that the full saying?
That's the full saying.
What do the Romans do? Colonize.
I don't know.
What?
It's more it's more a comment of do what whatever. Do it than what you want.
I threw you out of here with my political. Win in Rome. That Roshan fell very quickly.
Yes, it did.
Bullets is the Aegis carrier. They're gonna smoke up Evolution Esports. Make an aggressive move through the Dire jungle. Looking for kills. They're looking up. They're hunting. Jack-Jacks. He's in a bad spot here. General Panda goes forward. They find the Blink Crush onto Holocode. He's in a lot of trouble. Gets the BKB off just in time. Demon now in the middle of it. The Terrorize. There's not enough. Sonic Wave pushing 3 of Evolution Esports heroes back, but they have so much damage, so much sustain, so much tank. Meneer cannot cope with all of this. Odyssey still alive though. He's got the heart. He's got himself the Manta Blade as well. Bullets finds a kill in the back line. Phantom Lance is still quite strong on HP. Demon trying to man-fight him. He does not have the Aegis on him. He just has 20 stick charges and the Radiance. Does eventually use them. Aegis brought down. Bullets will respawn in a few seconds. Buybacks from Holocode and from Spare. They want to turn this fight in favor of their team. as they get the Curse Crown out onto Bullets, bring him down away from home as Demon needs to walk back exactly where he came from. That didn't go exactly as planned, but 2 buybacks forced out.
That PL with his heart is looking very, very scary right now, and I think I don't want to, be that guy that gets negative for the side of EG, but that Phantom Lancer is the win condition for Meneer, and he's looking very, very, very strong right now.
Looking juicy, looking tanky. Got a Titan Sliver on him too.
Yeah.
You're just not going to kill him that easy. Tier 2, who needs backdoor? Evolution does. It's helping.
Yeah, they do.
It's really helping. But there's the creep wave.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Evolution eSports regroup, rethink up on their high ground by their tier 3. I'm fairly sure that Meneer will want to disengage. Just keep farming. PL getting big. He's got the Battlefly queued up. The Butters. And Holoco got that BKB off pretty quickly in that last fight. They couldn't seem to lock her down quick enough.
Yeah, the BKB being her MVP item right now, I think it helps her against pretty much everything that EG have to offer to lock her down, except maybe the bash, which is incredibly hard to get off on her, seeing as her blink cooldown is so low.
Just gonna keep farming.
Yep.
Oh, got a lot of loss there. Packet loss. There we go, back to normal. Shadow Phoenix.
Right player.
I'm not sure where this is going. Evolution got a solid net worth lead. Smoke up by their team. Demon probably going to lead the charge. Need to find this kill. If they can get Odyssey, it's pretty big. Blink forward, crush the doppelganger away. Disjointed just in time. Evolution will have to sit there. That's a fail, but Holoco blinks in quite aggressively onto the high ground with no vision, and Demon just eats her up for breakfast.
Just what I was waiting for.
Oh no. That is a dieback on Quap 2. She does not have buyback. She just used it recently. Evolution probably know this. They could look to push forward. However, all their waves are pushed in quite severely.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for the side of Meneer losing the crop there, and the smoke play reaping rewards for the side of EG, albeit almost I don't want to say unintentionally, but it was a misplay by the crop.
Misplay. Jack's also brought down low. Terrorize finds 2 targets. Gonna force Concoction to land on Demon's head. Don't really want to do that. General Panda leading the charge. To mid will most likely 4 bullets. Finally has himself the Bloodthorn. They also made changes to this item, did they not?
Sorry, which
the
item?
Bloodthorn. Yeah, it's attack speed now. There's Hyperstone involved.
Yeah, there is. I don't know how value it is on the Void Spirit anymore, to be quite honest with you.
General Panda gets a one-man crush onto Phoenix right under his tier 1 tower. The Agnem's available on Slaughter. He's got Curse Crown on his head, but he's going to purge it off so quickly with the help of the Sinistrous. There's Arena of Blood locking in Demon. He's trying to wail away at the rest of these PR illusions, but the real Odyssey is not there for anyone to hit. But Demon doesn't give a damn. Finds Phoenix. Now this tier 3 mid will be taking the brunt of Evolution Esports' attacks. Pretty damn good. With the Zagonims, you can just sit here and soak up all the damage. Sag Storm 5-man, but kinetic field a little bit disjointed, doesn't really find it. Odyssey realizing they needs to go in, but the Abyssal Blade, Demon blinks forward. They want to kill off this PL, but he doppelgangers away. Bullets will fall. That is the Void Spirit dead on the side of Evolution Esports. As Jack's helping to find the rest of his team, get some kills. They're going to lock in this kinetic field. Odyssey is just so damn tanky. Demon, he does not have a chemical rage available for 2 seconds. He doesn't even have the mana to do anything. Ice Queen will bring down Jack's. Odyssey, though, he's falling quite damn low. Holoco not in time with the Sonic Wave. Will bring down Demon, but not before Odyssey falls. And General Panda trying to sprint away. He's doing 1v1 versus this Holoco. He's got the BKB. However, Slitherine Crush does not pierce BKB, but Corrosive Haze does. You got to be careful. Slaughter not someone to be messed with, especially when he has the Zagonim Scepter and 2 braces silenced up. He wants to get the crush to get himself the standard resistance, but he can't. Phoenix already respawned. Blink forward from Holocoat. The Spear of Mars does not manage to pin him to the tree. And General, he's on his last legs here. Wants to try survive, goes for the TP out in the face of danger. Meneer give up the chase and let him go. A lot of kills. They bring down Odyssey though, that's the big one. But 4 heroes on the side of Evolution Esports do fall.
Yeah, I think that the tier 3 fell as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I think that almost makes it worth it for Evo Esports. And obviously bringing down the Phantom. So and again, just bringing it up again, that the Phantom Lancer is the win condition for Meneer, and he effectively needs to stay alive at all costs.
Very true, even though this Alchemist is very far ahead on the net worth. That Abyssal Blade took me by surprise and realized he had it. Suddenly Odyssey was just stunned.
Yeah. I'm actually a little bit surprised that he didn't go Mjolnir before he went the Abyssal Blade. Obviously being very good at man fighting a Phantom Lancer, but we see him queuing it up now. And that I feel should be enough to stand and man fight the Phantom Lancer for the next sort of 10 to 15 minutes.
Bullets. He needs something defensive. He's going for the Aghanims. I feel though that he keeps getting killed and burst by magical damage.
Oh, we're talking about General Panda here.
Bullets.
Oh, bullets. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I feel like the new Void Spirit Agnum is a very good item, but yeah, bullets needs to get a defensive item first. I don't think that the Bloodthorn was the best choice, with it now being attack speed as opposed to more damage, which means that it doesn't offer you as much during Astral Step, which is effectively what you bought it for.
What do you replace it with then? Obviously, Void Spirit's always been rushing.
I would personally go for the Nullifier. The new Nullifier is incredibly good. It offers a lot of damage. It offers dispels. Maybe picking up something like that into an Aghanims and leaving the Orchid as just an Orchid.
Roshan, not up yet. Bullet's obviously got his mind set on some other build.
Yeah.
And everyone's sitting on fat 1 charges. Smoke. Meneer. They're going to use it. Be all stealthy and sneaky like. They walk towards the Roshan pit. They find Ice Queen. On a coat, goes forward. They get Spear of Mars. They actually manage to pick up General Panda. Hooks him back into the tree. There's the Frost Chain Blast coming out from Lich. Over Static Storm is locking down this General Panda, who's in the middle of a Sonic Wave to eat him up. And that is Slaughter down. Demon now in the fight. He's got BKB pop. He wants to try find Disruptor, trying to turn around, but there's so much damage. Goes for the TPI. Will not find it. The Fear, the Terrorize, locking him out and preventing him from TPing. On Meneer, get themselves a nice big 3 kills. That's a buyback again on General Panda. And PL can look to lead this movement down the mid lane. Maybe take a Rex at least. That Alchemist is dead for a very long time. He does a buyback. They're probably going to force it out.
Yeah. I think that's the right move for the side of Meneer. And if he doesn't buy back, it's a tier 3 down for sure. Oh, they're going to stick around.
They will stick around. Take that tier 3 concoction.
Arena Blood available in 6 seconds.
He is silenced. He's got the Mance available to him. The Sinister Gaze locking him down in place for a little bit of time. But Eon, he will be eating up the bulk of this damage from this Odyssey. Phantom Lancer Slaughter finds the crush onto 2. The Arena Blood though from Phoenix locking him down in place. They get the Fear 2. You can't have Aghanims. You can have Aghanims. It's not going to help you against all this damage that Meneer are outputting. As this Rex will begin to take the damage and slowly fall. And that's a lot of buybacks, diebacks even, some would say.
They're going straight for India.
They can do. There is no buyback on General Phoenix. General Panda. Ice Queen, 4-staff back. Odyssey, he's so big and so tanky right now. He is, as you mentioned, their win condition. He is winning. They're going to smoke? Alright.
I think that was just a meme smoke.
That's a meme smoke. This is probably the end of the game. One last hurrah from EG Demon. They can't do it though. They call it the Static Storm. That's a Disruptor who's finding Demon, locking him down. Phoenix with the God's Rebuke and the Solo Code with the Scream of Pain. It's a lot of damage. That is GG. Meneer take game 1. This is just the best of 2, so we'll be back shortly for the second game.
Yeah, very well played to both teams. Meneer taking it, and once again, as we've seen before, executing their strategy very, very well.
Shake your ass to the snake. this.
I also read the witness's statement about the bullets having no effect upon the bullets having no effect upon the killer. Killer. Brutal shot.
Man, I kick drum like Messi kick ball.
Run the rhythm selector. just tell London one thing. See this tune?
Bitches ain't got shit on me. So lick it now, lick it good. Come on, try me, I make you see. This was just like you should mind. Come on, right now, lick it good. Bitches ain't got shit on me, so lick it now, lick it good. Bitches ain't got shit on me, so lick it now, lick it good. Bitches ain't got shit on me, so lick it now, lick it good, good. Come on, you try me, I make you see.
Scan with the one hand, bill up, then move it to the one jam. New thing telling me she want man, jump text and X, I'm feeling like a dumb man. One under my tongue, then I nearly lost myself, I ended up in one land. Like OMG, baby shit then. Didn't think I was seeing from a distance. Hey, I got to bounce back. Everybody's going on the loud back. Them things saying that she wants me, but who am I to say I should allow that? Anyway, this one's mad. Hands in the air when you bust that scan. If it's single, I'm ready to mingle. Step up in the dance and bust that scan like scan come flips. Scan come flips. Scan come flips. Bust that scan like scan come flips. Scan come flips. Scan come flips. Bust that scan like bust that scan. Bust that scan. Bust that scan. Bust that scan.
Bill up, then boogie to the one jam.
Step up in the dance and bust that skank like bill up, then boogie to the one jam. Step up in the dance and bust that skank like skank with the one hand, bill up, then boogie to the one jam. New ting telling me she want man, drunk text my ex, I'm feeling like a dumb man. One under my tongue, and I nearly lost myself, I ended up in one land. Like MG, baby shit then, didn't think I would see you from a distance. Hey, I gotta bounce back, everybody's going on the loud back. Them ting saying that she wants me, but who am I to say I should allow that? Anyway, this one's mad, hands in the air when you bust that skank. If you think that you're dance, I'm skank like skank come flex.
Dyer's top dance cuts on you. Top of things. It's getting nasty at Dyer's top barracks.
I don't wanna know more.
Dyer's top barracks not in top condition. Top barracks have fallen.
All this shit is all around.
attack.
Soak it in!
Radiant's bottom tower has uninvited guests. Dire's middle tower is under fire. Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end of business. Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation. Dire strengthened their structures. Dire's middle tower is under Dire's middle tower is lost. Dire's middle barracks are not doing so well. Say goodbye to Dire's middle barracks. Dire's middle barracks are getting it now. No more middle barracks for Dire.
A golden thread.
Dire's bottom tower is in turmoil. Dire's bottom tower is on its way further down. Dire's bottom tower lies in ruins.
Dominating!
Radiant victory. Dire team banned.
That one coming.
Alright, before we do our thing, right, Steve? You know, I'm gonna warm up a little, man, right? So, y'all,
And we are back for game 2. Meneer taking on Evolution Gaming in this best of 2 ELSA Group Stages eSports League South Africa Season 1 qualifiers. And Meneer taking quite a good win in the last game, holding to their strat and managing to pull it off.
Yeah,
Dire team
that was definitely the case, Cappy, and something in a similar vein to what we've seen him do before. We spoke about the timings from both teams. Evolution Gaming almost getting it right. Unfortunately, the Elk not having the start that he necessarily wanted. That being said, I think it was a decent display from both sides. Meneer just holding out and absorbing the pressure that they needed to in order to get that Phantom Lancer online, and obviously Evolution Gaming not being able to work up an answer to that. I'm very excited to see what they draft in Game 2, though. We see similar bans coming out to Game 1, and it's the Oracle, the Snapfire, the Phoenix, and the Ricky again, and then we see the Nyx, Slardar, Huskar. There is one that's missing there. Don't remember which one it is.
How does this 4 bans at the beginning of the game change the drafting?
I think it changes it in 2 ways, Cappy. First of all, it shows a lot with regards to how you want to run your strategy. If you're showing 4 heroes that you would like out of the game, you are then, by virtue of that, revealing a lot about what it is that you want to pick. But most importantly, what it does is in the second phase that you're not able to ban out critical heroes that would obviously be able to counter one of the heroes that you would like to pick. So I feel like there's a bit of a balance there. I think Dota might be trying something a little bit new, but I like it. I'm keen to see the different drafting strategies that come out because of it. We'll just have to watch a few professional games and see what's what there.
Very true. Lich. Very staple pick.
Yeah.
Staple pick or ban. Dazzle.
Yeah. We see it on the side of Meneer now as opposed to the side of Evolution Gaming. That being said, the Dark Willow respect ban coming out from Evolution Gaming, I like it. Was it? No, Evolution Gaming ran it. No,
yeah,
wait,
they did.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, no, Meneer banned. It was on Ice Queen.
No. The Ice Queen was on the Snapfire.
Ah, sorry.
It was Spare on the Dark Willow. So it's respect ban and respect ban Snapfire from the side of Meneer.
Grimstroke.
Okay. Got a few different heroes coming up here for both sides. We've got the support duo coming from the side of Meneer, the Lich and the Grimstroke. Grimstroke with that BKB piercing ultimate that we keep banging on about, that has been proven to be so useful and so effective. We also have the Lich coming out, very, very strong position 1.
10 seconds remaining.
We see Evolution Gaming pick up the Dazzle Ursa off the bat. I like it. It's aggressive. Ursa being buffed so much at the moment, and with the help of the Dazzle, that Ursa is going to be nearly unstoppable. And the Dazzle allows the Ursa to stay alive a little bit longer, die a little bit less, and as a result, get those defensive items up like a BKB, like an Aghanims. Honestly, just an incredible combination.
Yeah, Grimstroke nasty with that soul bind.
Yeah, and look at that. Every time that someone picks a Grimstroke, there's an instant Doom ban. Obviously, the combination being almost unstoppable, but Doom not really being that much of an effective hero at the moment. So it not only is it forcing out a Doom ban, it is also what would seem a great pick right now. Also, Grimstroke did get buffed. All right, Centaur War Chief from the side of Evolution Gaming.
I haven't seen. Oh, you got picked up on Tuesday by Montwood.
It did. It's so what this is allowing is with Centaur's ultimate, if that Grimstroke uses that ultimate, they can simply use Centaur Warrunner's ultimate and all run away. It allows for that massive disengage, get away from the Lich ultimate, get away from the Grimstroke ultimate, and any consequential, what am I saying? Any spells that come after that, and mitigating a lot of damage by being able to make that distance between them and the enemy team.
Dire team pick.
What's it with?
Okay.
Bangalia, even with the nerfs to Javelin, he still feels pretty good.
Radiant team pick.
Witch Doctor.
Okay. Witch Doctor picker. These are some pretty quick picks.
Something they've run before.
I would imagine so.
I'm not sure how I feel about Witch into Pango.
Nor do I.
Does Death Ward pierce spell immunity?
10 seconds
yes, it does. It's physical damage, so it does pierce spell immunity.
remaining.
Yeah, look, the Witch Doctor should be fine. I don't think it offers too much or detracts too much from their draft. With the Pangolier being their offlaner, I believe the Ursa does pretty well versus that. so they don't really need to be picking up anything crazy. Okay, now we're spicing things up.
Oh,
There's a
lone
druid pickup.
druid.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Why do you like it?
Okay, so what the lone druid does is now Meneer are out tempoing evolution gaming, and I know I speak about it a lot, everyone, but tempo makes for
Pacing.
exciting games.
Yeah.
It really does. So what the lone druid is able to do is absolutely demolish towers and run at enemy heroes from very early points in the game. This is obviously makes things exciting. There's also a lot of damage output coming from him. That coupled with the Pango is pretty great. They don't have any targeted spells to be pairing with the Grimstroke currently, but that being said, there is quite a lot of synergy in terms of we're going to run at you, do as much damage as we possibly can. The only downside to Meneer's draft currently is that Centaur Warrunner and his ability to help Evolution Gaming to completely disengage. A special mention to the ELSA pick with a blink, which is not necessarily a first item on ELSA anymore. He is able to get on top of that lone druid, so they're going to have to be playing a little bit carefully. I'm not sure if Evolution Gaming have realized this, but a blink on the ELSA would be very, very useful here. And if not, they might just suffer the consequences.
So blink and not abyssal.
No, I think Blink here, Blink Basher would be very, very good versus the Lone Druid. You need to be able to close the gap between the Lone Druid and yourself. Obviously, getting past the bear, the bear being the biggest issue. But if you take down the Lone Druid, the bear dies as well. So that is effectively the goal for the Ursa.
Yeah, I suppose because Druid, the bear cannot get the Savage Roar for any abilities without Lone Druid being able to activate them.
This is true. Whilst the Lone Druid does have the ability to do that, getting on top of him, getting a bash, having a bit of lockdown from your team, it's easy kills. How Evolution Gaming play this, however, is I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but this is obviously just speculation as to how it could be going. Oh, that's both teams taking a little bit of time here. It's a Queen of Pain ban from the side of Evolution Gaming. Maybe a bit of PTSD from the previous game. Hollow Code doing the things on that hero.
Yeah. Hollow Code did have a cracker.
Cracker.
Final
Yes,
ban
he did.
for the Rusks.
It's always very nice to see a mid player being able to control that mid game so well, just like Hollow Code did. It was because it came off the back of a really great start for him.
Outworld Devourer. He needed to make an appearance later on. Now. Pugna, you like that?
Yeah, that's huge. Big
Big
Big So, I feel as though this Pugna pick has pretty much changed the game or changed the drafting phase. I think it's an MVP pick. I think that it allows Evolution Gaming to win this game. It is great versus an Outworld Devourer. The Decrepify are going to be particularly good for anyone that the bear goes on. But both the supports from Meneer are going to suffer as a result of it and going to have to be very, very careful with the spells that they output. I really like the pick. It's pretty great.
Predictions I can't honestly say this game.
With the way that Meneer played before, I almost want to side with them and say that I believe that they'll win this game. Although on draft alone, I really like, aside from the Witch Doctor pick, no offense, guys, I think that Pugna pick changes the game, and I think that they win the draft.
Let's see, going into this final game for the evening, Meneer versus Evolution Gaming for the ELSA Season 1 qualifier. This will actually be the final game of the season.
Yeah.
Season 2 kicks off in a few months' time.
Let's go! Oh, I'm excited.
Previous match, win 20 for 7 on Zeus.
Gee whiz.
Why is he playing pos 5? What's he doing?
What are you doing with your life?
Like, what are you doing, bro? Make a bloody coup, take over your team's leadership, remove the current heads of state, and just get in there and be playing carry, mate.
Yeah, play mid. It'll be good for you.
It'll be useful.
Time for preparations.
Alright, guys, I have dropped the graphics quality by 1 point.
I shall honor
Just to get the frame rate up. As you can see, we're now sitting at a solid 60 FPS. So you'll just have to deal.
Yeah.
I think I can put this up a bit more though.
I feel like watching Dota fluidly is far better than watching it with super high definition
Yeah,
graphics.
fluidly helps a lot. Helps me a lot as well. Things don't do weird things.
Sorry guys, you're gonna have to give me a second. My FPS is dropping.
I wonder if
You're right
Evolution
back.
will do that whole 5 with I'll play themselves again and go for that five people contest 1 rune thing. I don't think so. No, actually, they're all here. Smoke, Evolution Gaming, making another aggressive move into now the Radiant jungle. Last time, this didn't really work out for them. They lost one of the runes. The bear's there to possibly break the smoke. I wonder if the bear breaks the smoke. Again, General Panda walking up the high ground. Jax might be the target. All 5 of generals of Evolution Gaming's heroes are going to chase down this list for the first blood. However, they lose all the bounties. I'm not sure if that's equal trade, so it's 281 gold, 40 each, 160 each. I feel that getting 4 bounties is better than a first blood. I'll have to ask 2.0 when he does come back. Mid lane will be Holocode against Bullets once again. Pugna against OD. I feel like this might be eventually later Bullets favored, Pugna favored.
I think it is definitely Bullet's favorite, Cappy.
I was going to ask, so Evolution did the same trick again. They went for 5-man to get a first blood.
Yeah.
However, they lose all the runes. And I did some quick math in my head, and I feel that getting 4 runes is better than getting first blood.
Absolutely, it definitely is. I think the only condition that it would be, you know, something different or not the outcome that you think it is if the mid dies. But yeah, definitely not worth it.
EG Demon finds a kill onto Spare. That Ursa getting himself the 2nd kill of the game. Putting Evolution's score up to 2 kills now. Just 1.5 minutes in. Mid lane, he's taken the early point in Netherward. No points in Decrepify.
Yeah. I think that the Nether Ward is exactly what he needs in this lane, especially versus an Outworld Devour. And not even necessarily in the lane. He wants to come out of this with a max Nether Ward as soon as they start taking team fights. What it does is it absolutely destroys an OD. It makes sure that he cannot be in the fight until he has a BKB, which is not necessarily the item that you want to be buying there.
Very low. That bear is chasing down. The other panda, the real panda bear, is chasing him down. He will survive though. Barely escapes any HP, gets the healing salve off. Lives to fight another day. Holocode sitting really low on HP. This Netherward draining all that mana. It's quite disgusting actually. How much mana drain?
Such was the end.
I mean, he's sitting in negative 2.8, you know.
Yeah, so it's a percentage of your mana pool, so obviously it's going to be a lot more for an OD. And every time he casts a spell, he's taking a bit of damage. He's already losing mana as he goes along. It's not a nice lane for an Outworld Devourer at all.
Spare's in trouble again. Ice Queen just relentless on this harass. Gets a 2nd kill onto this Grimstroke. Oh, so nice that this feels so much more fluid with that frame rate up.
Yeah, I just sorted mine out as well, so feeling good.
Odyssey, he's sort of been left to solo a little bit. Jax is nearby in case real trouble happens. Wow. When did Druid start hitting so hard? I mean, I know the bear hit hard. It feels like the Druid range attack is also really good.
Yeah, it's actually really terrible damage, Cappy.
It is, I'm looking at like 46, I'm like, that's not really high.
It's very low.
Cask Frost Armor onto the real Panda Bear. General Panda finds Jack's over. They're going to root up Eon. Looks like they will bring him down. Stun, hoof stomp. General Panda finds Jack's. But he doesn't have enough follow-up damage. Another root with the Frost Blast. That's a lot of burst. General Panda so low. They want the kill. Going to salve up. Gets a little bit of HP. They're not done yet. Odyssey chasing. He will disengage from that. Taking a lot of creep aggro. Both these heroes don't have much armor or physical resistance to deal with even measly creeps at level 3. Inkswell, Chess, Phoenix. Get the stun onto Dazzle. EG Demon. Just using the ground smash forward. Earth Shock.
The only concern for EG in this bottom lane is how do they get on top of the lone druid? Getting past his bear, getting past the lich. It's really tough, and I don't see how they bring down this lone druid unless there's a misplay from him.
That is the third solve Panda's had to ship out to himself.
Yeah.
Or that he's had. This bear creating havoc amongst Meneer. Amongst Evolution.
Yeah, Cappy, looking back at the draft, I think that EG thought that lone druid was mid, and that is why they picked up the OD. And instead it ends up being the Pugner, and it's a lone druid safe lane. I don't believe they were prepped for this or ready for it.
Already, Holocode really struggling here. Even on CS, Bullets is taking a... Not substantial yet, but it will become substantial if he continues this way. I like moving his null talismans into his backpack so he gets the most out of that regen from the bottle.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
There's another Nether Ward. Decrepify finally skilled, going for the level 2 Nether Blast, and he's going to get a bit of life drain off just to harass Holocoat. Reminding that he is the smaller dog in this lane. Despite his stature, Pugner is the bigger dog.
And that is shown by the Pugner, or by Bullets getting level 6 before Holocode, a complete turn of events from the previous game.
But Odyssey though, I remember there was a stage a few patches ago where you'd either build the items on the bear or the druid.
Yeah. Now it's just the bear. Exclusively just the bear.
Frost Armor onto Odyssey's Panda. In a lot of trouble. Going to be Sinister Gaze backwards. They get the root as well. Hoofstomp not going to save you this time. And they get the kill in the off lane. Bringing down that big center wall runner. Demon. Wants to get as many overpower stacks as he can. Fury swipes. And they changed this mechanic as well, did they not? This is
yeah, they
touched.
did. It just got a minor nerf now in the latest 7.25a. I felt it was a little bit overpowered beforehand, where the Fury Swipes gave more damage, but the Overpower gave less attacks, which works out in the end to be more damage, pretty much.
Spear tried to go for the double stack, and unfortunately didn't manage to pull it off.
Oh well. 10 out of 10 for efforts.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, thanks. We're all done here.
Eon, Frost Armor again onto the Spear. Witch Doctor might be the target. Sinister Gaze back. Looks like there's a bit of miscommunication between Meneer, but Space TP'd in. He gets the Inkswell out onto the Bear. The Ink, the Stroke of Fate slows down both of these dire heroes as Panda will have to watch his Witch Doctor fall. The root from Odyssey locks him in place. They get the double kill bottom.
You die. Yet
I love some good old RNG.
under the zone.
Very nice indeed.
What is the proc rate of that Entangle?
20%.
That's fairly decent.
It's more than Spirit Breaker Bash.
And Void even? No, Void's every 4 attacks. No, Void is now also percentage based.
Yeah, I think it's always been a percentage based, Cappy.
They changed it to every 4 at some stage, are they not?
They might have. I don't remember that though. Yeah, the void scales though. I think it ends up at something like 20 or 25% or somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's a lot as well.
Yeah,
a hell of a lot.
It's pretty decent. Pretty darn decent.
I was listening to cast a little bit earlier, and they were mentioning that gloves of haste now are pretty strong. I don't know if the item was the price was decreased or something, but for right-click heroes, it's really good to just get a solitary gloves of haste.
Just stand alone.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially something like a void or a Slardar. You know, you're going power tread, so you're gonna build it anyway.
That's quite honestly the first time I've heard of that.
I never thought of it.
Yeah, it's not something I picked up on, to be
Getting
honest.
gloves of haste before you get the brown boots
Okay.
might be really cool.
I think I feel as though that's very hero dependent. There are some heroes where that's the only thing that you will do, and one of them being a weaver, where boots are not really necessary, but you want to get treads and you want to get the attack speed on a void, a faceless void. I think it's very, very valuable, and more valuable than boots.
Odyssey,
Oh,
that
boy.
bear has found 2 entangles onto both supports, and they just killed them down. This druid looking scary. Meneer, Odyssey having a great game so far. That bear's already got the phasies and the orb of venom queued up in orbit mask.
He's getting a little bit out of control.
Little bit, just a tad bit.
That is
Been
too
dealing 1,500 damage to 2 heroes in the span of about 5-6 seconds.
Yeah. That being said, though, Demon on this Ursa is really running away with his lane. Pango not being able to contest his farm at all, so we can probably expect a very, very snowbally type Ursa coming out.
Yeah, Slardar is every 4 hits, just checking the chat here. But I for some reason in my memory, there's a... I don't know if it was end of last year, but I feel like Faceless Void was every 4 hits for some reason.
Okay.
Holocode. Gonna be maledicted up. Life Drain 2. He goes to imprison himself. Try to buy himself some time. The Netherwood's right next to him, and he's gonna turn and fight this Jack with the gaze. He looked for the Sanity's Eclipse. Does not find it. Ice Queen with the Shadow Grave, keeping his core alive, and now they can just run down Jack, who accepts his fate and turns to face it. Eyes open, eyes forward, bravely, but he's still dead.
Killing spree!
Demon finds spare. There's no mana on Phoenix. This could be a bit of an issue. There's Earthshock available. He's gonna blink forward, overpower 2. Oh no, he switched targets! He finds him though, with the help of the Stampede from Centaur all around in the bottom lane, but he's using that for his own help, as Odyssey in a lot of trouble. Got Malik on him, Death Ward 2. They're gonna do everything they can to bring down this Lone Druid. There's 4 heroes from EG down in the bottom lane, and they do find the Lone Druid kill. Good rotations from Evolution Gaming.
Very good. That's huge reward out of both kills.
Bottom, they're not quite done. Spare gets the Inkswell himself, throws up the Phantom's Empress, silencing up this Witch Doctor. General Panda looking for the initiation around the tree line. Jax is in a very frontal position, does not have the Chain Frost. Going to deter them from any aggression there. Odyssey finds himself Dazzle, Ice Queen falling again. This Lone Druid, he's got the mom. Sorry, he had Did I not just look at him like 3 minutes ago and he had mom queued up? He was like halfway there, and now he's got the full Mask of Madness.
You did. You are correct, and that's even with the death.
Sure.
Goodness
Also
me.
looking good for him. Goodness gracious me. The demon sitting on top of the net worth. He's not even going. He's going for the basher first. You were talking about the blink.
Yeah, I think the bash is still good, but going blink after that, as opposed to the abyssal. This was obviously before we saw the OD pick, where I think an abyssal is far better. We'll have to see how it plays out. Maybe he chooses to go the abyssal before the blink.
Spear's been doing a lot of walking around this game. Jeez, he's been top, bottom.
Doing the work.
Doing the work, bro.
We've seen him on the Grimstroke before, and I really like the way that he plays it, and that he's very aggressive. I don't think he really cares that he only has 920 HP. He's just running in there. He's ink swelling himself, and he's going millies. I love it. I love it. It's great.
He's going millies. Odyssey Might have found some bullets. There's a stampede from center or runner. This could be a big fight. There are 9 heroes down here in the middle lane. Odyssey, though, he's got the maladies on him, and he does not tanky enough to survive through all of that damage. Death Ward 2 trying to find Sphere. Holocode gets the imprison onto Pugner. So Ice Queen keeps chasing forward. They do manage to bring down Neon Holocode. He's found the kill. Shadow Grave out onto Ice Queen. General Panda does not have enough mana to keep on this fight. And OD, he's holding onto the sanities. He's got 7 stacks of stolen intel. Oh, Life Drain forces the imprisonment, the banishment. They might keep on going. Stampede, who stop misses. Holocode will live to fight another day. Gets the deny on the mid tier 1-2, which is great for Meneer.
Oh boy.
There's the pause.
We lost our Pango.
We lost our Pango.
Okay. Cappy, there's some really nice little micro fights happening here, and one of those obviously being the deny from the OD. But I'm really enjoying the way that that EG are moving around the map and trying to get these really decent engagements. And we see them take down the Lone Druid again, which is almost vital. We spoke about tempo beforehand. And if your Ursa is more farm than your Lone Druid, that Ursa is 10 out of 10 going to run away with the game as opposed to the Lone Druid. They can keep doing that, keep shutting him down, making sure this OD is not picking up anything, as the Pugner has been doing a great job with. You know, it swings the game in EG's favor, and I really enjoy the way that they're playing this, and how, you know, they're not standing back after game 1 and they're saying, hey, we think we've got this and we're going to show you that we've got it. Pretty cool to see.
Big movements in this Radiant jungle. They get the Decrypify onto Spare. However, he gets Inkswell on himself. Bullets. He's got the life drain, but there's no real stun, no lockdown. General Panda, he's still lacking that Blink Dagger. He's going for the Vanguard first. So it'll be a little bit of time before we can make initiations where they get pickoffs like that. Phoenix struggling, though. Really struggling. Didn't have a great lane against Demon on that Ursa. And he's got the Javelin at least, but no boots, nothing. Bounty spawn for the 15-minute mark. Demon gets himself another kill. Now there, you mentioned it. Easily able to kill a Lone Druid. He didn't even use Enrage there.
Yeah. It's all about the gap close against the Lone Druid, Cappy. If he's able to do that, get on top of him, it's pretty much tickets. Well, once that Ursa has BKB and the Lone Druid is a little bit more tanky, he's not even going to be able to Savage Roar him away. That Ursa is just going to melt through him.
Might not be done yet. Gets the bash in immediately after the big forward. However, the swashbuckle, just enough time for Phoenix to escape. He's got Frost on him too. I don't know what Jax is doing. Gets a Sinister Gaze, drawing Demon towards him. You don't want to be doing that as a Lich.
Run away!
Run away from Ursa with a basher. He hurts.
He hurts, and he hurts quickly.
Bottom tower will fall. Evolution Gaming setting that tempo. Trying to make the space for Demon. They might find Spare. He's a little bit out of position. And only has brown boots, gets the Phantom Embrace up, but the silence of the stun, the cask is enough to lock him down. They will find that kill. Demon in the top lane in the meantime does kill off Jax. I wonder if he went for another Sinister Gaze and realized that Ursa is a little bit too close for comfort. This is coronavirus we're talking about. You got to self-isolate, boys and girls. You don't want to be bringing people called Demon near your personal space. A little bit off track.
We digress.
We digress.
Okay. Well, okay, Ursa Demon is looking so fat right now. The next closest core on the side of Meneer is the Lone Druid, and he is 2.4k behind in net worth. This Ursa is large and in charge, and
Very
he is
large.
going... Alright. It looks like he's going BKB before he's going Abyssal.
He's found Odyssey. Savage Roar might not stop Demon though. That's already done. Look at that damage onto Odyssey. Bullets is there with a life drain too. They just chase him down. Nothing left of Odyssey.
Yep.
He doesn't help. Oh, Holocode, did you TP in to try help? Are you in a lot of trouble? Hoof stop from General Panda finds the Spare in the sidelines. Demon's got the haste rune. He's just running them down. This is terrifying. This is like watching Mad Max. Shadow Phoenix with the big call. Not the big call, the big rolling thunder. Stops 5 of them. Doesn't prevent Holocode from falling. This tier 1 mid is now open to the side of Evolution Gaming. And with a Pugner there, this tower will fall pretty damn quickly, even with the Frost Armor on it. Nether Blast every few seconds. This looks like it might be Evolution's game to win.
I believe that it is looking that way. If they can keep this tempo up, keep pressuring them, keep taking objectives, I believe that EG will be able to walk away with this game. They're going in for Roche now. We expect an objective coming straight off the back of that, and just to continue snowballing. Run at them, boys and girls.
We count Roshan as an objective, don't we?
Sure. I would call it more of a supplementary objective, whereas buildings being primary.
ELSA, it's got the Aegis of the Immortal. Scary stuff if you are Meneer. Why Aether Lens on OD? Just the mana regen, a little bit of extra range on your banishment, astral imprisonment.
Well, it has to do with the astral imprisonment, Cappy, and if you're growing the Aghanims, what you're allowing yourself is 2 charges of that, so you can effectively cast it from a very far range, and it allows your Aghanims to be that much more effective. It's good, especially versus something like an ELSA and a Centaur, being able to stop both heroes from running at you. Unfortunately, that Aghanims looks a little bit far away right now with how the game is going.
Yeah, Bullets leading his team, helping them take down these towers like they are Skittles. Just knocking him down, bowling him over.
Yep.
Jack can try all he wants with this Frost Shield. It's just delays the inevitable, really. Do they keep going? I think they do. Or do they want the pick off? How do you take high ground as Evolution Gaming? Smoke. That's how you do it.
Smoke would help. A pick off would be great. I don't think that Meneer will be coming out of the base at all. I believe they will be turtling and waiting for EG to slip up. But if EG can get a pick off here, they will be able to take high ground with that Aegis without much of a problem.
And this might be what they want. Meneer are pushing out a little bit too far. Spare and Holocode. But there's no eyes on them, no vision there for Evolution Gaming to really capitalize on that. So they just stand around smoke and farm. Bit of a waste. Ice Queen's TP'd out. Eon wanted to get the cask off, finds a Phantom hugging him instead. Demon find Jax. He was trying to take back his outpost, but a little bit too far away from the rest of his team, the rest of his boys. You always got to roll with the squad, especially when there's an Ursa with an Aegis running around. And a Stampede available to catch you like nothing. There it is, Spare. Going to be called up. Holocode, though, finds the Astral Imprisonment onto this Ursa. General Panda gets the hoof stomp. Holocode now trying to well away. Probably get some little bit of intel stacks. Going to have to leave the Grimstroke to die. Both supports down. Jax does respawn. Nether Ward placed by Bullets on the high ground. Holocode in a lot of trouble. Going to be bashed up by the Ursa. And he is down. Buyback from Spare, he gets the soul bind. Now what can Odyssey do with the help of the rest of his team? There's Aeon getting out a full duration Death Ward. Shash on Phoenix and pierces spell immunity made. Rolling Thunder does nothing as Demon finally gets the end range. This is just Evolution's game to win. As Odyssey, the last man standing, buybacks forced out by Evolution Gaming onto Meneer. Odyssey, he has the Maledict on him too. EG's Demon is not escaped at all. He has Aegis of the Immortal, will be rooted up, will fall. That is just the first death down. However, the rest of his team are dead. Pretty worth. Ah, no, he messed up the ground shock. The earth shock. Know? They don't know. Oh, he's waiting. That could have. Oh, a bit of a merp. Wow. I'm sorry we caught that on the stream, Mr. Demon.
Don't worry, Demon. No one saw that. You're cool.
You're great, bro. You're great, bro. It's fine. Earlier today, some Spectre clipped himself, and I was like, Ortizi, is this you?
Happens to the best of us, guys. Honestly, yeah, a little bit of an overextension there, Cappy. I feel as after that OD kill, they should have backed up, waited for the creep wave, waited to get into position, healed up, and then pushed again. However, they got a bit of the red mist descended and they dived in there to get all of the kills. And it's sort of understandable in that you have an Ursa with an Aegis, but on the same note, you kind of want to be safe and secure in what it is that you're doing when you're taking objectives. This game could very easily turn around with an Outworld Devourer. Yes, they have the answer in the Pugner, but once the OD has a BKB, he's going to be able to control up these fights and effectively win the game for Meneer. So there is that win condition still, and Meneer can still turn this around. The EG need to be very careful of how they run this and how they approach their next high ground push.
Very true. Wait for the reconnection. I got little fishies on my screen here, swimming around Ursa's head.
Fishies?
Yeah. I got that. What was the? It was for that second the Silt Breaker release. What international was that?
I think that was 7. Was it 7?
Yeah, 7,
I think it was 7.
Yeah, it's got like fishes floating around and stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool.
It's very nice.
I remember that.
Just checking out Ursa's set here. Demon is a demon this game. I haven't killed him.
Now, where were we?
TP's up. They've got this outpost too, just full map control available for Evolution Gaming. General Panda gets the blink forward, finds Holoco. There's Hoof Stomp. Odyssey's Bear comes in with the Fear Savage Raw, stopping him. Odyssey does have a double damage. He can't turn and fight though because Evolution Gaming are just all over Meneer. Jack he's the big one. They're going to bring him down. Holocode forced to use the Astral Imprisonment to stop Demon from bringing him down. Shadow Phoenix with the Swashbuckle. Swashbuckle. I like that one. That's how they should. The Swashbuckle.
Definitely gonna put in a request to Valve to get that changed.
Yeah, just
Sounds good.
Swashbuckle. He swashbuckles him forward. Spare he's going for a halberd. Heaven's halberd.
Alright. Look, they need a Heaven's Halberd on the team. You would kind of expect the Pangolier to go it, but I guess it's sort of fine on the Grimstroke.
How's this bear looking though? Got a Maelstrom since we last saw him. It's a while ago.
Okay.
It's just the snowball from Evolution Gaming is so difficult to deal with. And they get a two-man hoof stop. General Panda finds Spear and the OD Astral Imprisonment forced out immediately onto Holocode to try save himself. Soulbind there, but it's not going to be enough to stop Evolution Gaming from this rampant raging forward. General Panda chasing him down with the help of the rest of his team. Swashbuckle does get a bit of a slow. Rolling Thunder committed by Shadow Phoenix. He stuns up Pugna in the back line, dropping quite low, but they do have Ice Queen ready with a Shallow Grave. Root from Odyssey. Astral Imprisonment though. The Sanity's Eclipse brings down bullets as Ursa Demon. He forced to pop the in-range. He wanted Odyssey, but he can't find even with the Maledict on him. It's not over damage, but Demon doesn't give a damn. He's just nuking through the rest of Meneer's lineup. Holocode will be the third one to fall. Odyssey left alone alive. His bear is down. It's all he has to run away. He has the mana available for another bear. He's going for the TP out of the face of danger. Does not find it. Double kill for Demon. Meneer Gaming in shambles. His Evolution just press up this high ground.
I'm as out of breath as you, and I wasn't even casting that.
Yeah,
That was flipping crazy.
That was really cool. That was quick. That was quick and fast. Tier 3 now taking the brunt of Ursa's right clicks. Goes forward, Abyssal Blade. Spare. It was nice to know you. He even got himself, even got a voice line out before he died. He was just stunned for so long, he could spam out Dota Plus voice lines.
Yeah, this is looking pretty dire for the side of Meneer. I think
No pun intended.
No pun intended at all.
Frost Armor onto the mini barracks. It doesn't really last for long. Holocode has respawned, but so has the rest of Evolution Gaming. They do disengage though. They get to tier 3 and say thanks for that. Good discipline from their team. Amazing how a draft changes everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said it before, Cappy.
You've
I'll
said it
say
before.
it again. Draft is everything.
Bullets found 2 neutral items in 1 camp. I just hit that timing, 25 minutes. Alright.
Yeah.
They just sort of like pop out like... Oh, I need a good metaphor here. Sure, that's gonna be stumped.
A metaphor for?
Well, they pop out of... When you've hit the wrong... you know, you've hit the max timing for that tier 2 or tier 3 neutral items.
Yeah.
You just farm them up. They just pop out of creeps like 2.0.
Yeah.
They just pop out of creeps like...
Yeah, I have nothing that's even remotely PG to say there.
General Panda gets the blink hoof stop, finds Jacks. Lich is a bit of a difficult target. Not a versus there though. Demon wailing away and Jacks bring him down. Soulbite. Sphere finds 2. The BKB immediately used by Ursa. He's going to go forward onto Holocode. Going to burst through this OD who can't get the Saturdays Eclipse out. Rolling Thunder is not enough to keep your team alive as Netherwood slowly draining away at the rest of the mana. Demon is just such a monster right now. The bear in the front, the Savage Roar trying to stun him up. They're going to decrepify this lone druid. He's got Maledict on him too. Life Drain gets a little bit of tick damage away from him, but the blink hoof stomp from General Panda. Saturday's Eclipse removes the strength core from the game, but it doesn't help the rest of your teams. Phoenix and Demon are so strong. This Rex will fall. Struggling with words here.
I think you're doing just fine, Cappy.
It's pretty scary. T3 Rex is down. Inkswell onto Odyssey's Panda. Odyssey's Bear. Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear and Spear sound pretty similar.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, Cricketing Charm picked up by the Ursa.
That's pretty damn good. He's going to give that to Pugna, I hope. What's him? He
I
just
would
keep
hope
it.
so.
I mean, why not have overpower and like...
Nah,
You're
it's
right.
way better on the Pugna. No.
Double damage, rune, found by Demon, straight into Roshan. This is the second one of the game. It will have a cheese. A nice Stilton cheese. Roshan has been curating them in his dungeon.
Belly?
I mean his cellar. His cellar for quite a while now.
Yeah. His cellar being his belly.
Being his belly,
Definitely.
yeah. Smoke.
Cool.
Evolution Gaming. Setting the pace. They are 20,000 net worth ahead.
Oof. That's quite a bit at 28 minutes.
It's quite a lot, yeah.
Again, guys, this does not mean that EG are winning this game. The win condition is still the Art will devour on the side of Meneer. If they can hold this off, absorb the pressure in a similar fashion to what they did last game.
Ooh.
Okay. That's
Check,
not
check.
absorbing pressure, guys.
No,
Help
that's
me
not,
out here.
sorry, that... hey! Sholala. Everything just falls apart. Holocode. He's had this Aghanims queued since like 18 minutes, even earlier, and he's nowhere near it. He's had a buyback.
Many have been suffocated something ugly here. They just haven't been able to farm anything. We haven't seen any new items in the bear either.
Stampede, blink forward, hoofstomp, Panda finds 3 with the Death Ward, the combo, the cast is so much stun damage. Rolling Thunder's not enough to stop the Death Ward in time. He's got in the work because Demon's found. Holocode, he's brought down. BKB popped by Ursa. Odyssey now, he's quite big. Which bear is bigger, Odyssey or Ursa? We will see as the bullets throws out the Dagon. Big swell, life drain is not enough. Odyssey managed to get back into his fountain just safely, does fake a cast as it comes back towards another Savage Roar, forcing Demon back. There's a Chain Frost slowing them down. Witch Doctor quite low, Eon will fall, but it doesn't matter to Demon. He's got the Aegis, he's in the thick of things. The Spear, the Savage Roar before the Hoofstomp could come out. Savage Panda really wanted to get it down. Shasho Phoenix comes forward with the Rolling Thunder, with the Shield Crash. Two-man fear. This what's the cooldown on that Savage Roar?
It's not very long.
I mean, Demon now, he's cleared out the chaff, and he's going to work his way towards the juicy targets like Odyssey. Another Roar. That's very fast. That Ursa ran away hella quick. Think swell.
He's got those spider legs as well. He's moving pretty quickly. We'll call him the Usain Bolt of this game.
Yeah, jeez, look at this. Even Pugna, between him and Pugna, who is one of the fastest heroes in the game. Odyssey. Gotta be careful. Gonna root up though the Entangle. Ursa pops the BKB and the Enrage almost immediately. He's got life drain in the back. Odyssey is nothing left. He's just dead. Him and his bear. This is animal abuse. God damn. Saturday's Eclipse dropped down. Soul Bite thrown up by Spear just to buy a little bit of time. The Phantom's Embrace silencing up Pugna. But Spear has to go away from his base to survive. And this leaves a lot open. I don't know what the buyback status is. There's nothing available for anyone. No buybacks.
Yeah, Cappy, I think this is sayonara for Meneer. I'm a little bit interested. Never mind. Yeah, I think they take this racks, potentially look at chipping at top racks, and then they get out of here.
Unless they kill again. They kill spare. Demon feels nothing. So the no blink dagger Ursa worked.
Oh, it worked perfectly well. Let's also take note of the fact that he is, 11k ahead of the next highest net worth core on the enemy team, but it worked just fine.
And that is the tier 4's down. Stampede once again. Hoof Stomp, Tomb Band, General Banner finds 2. That's going to be Holocode brought down quite low. Demon is just such a... Oh, the pause?
Why?
No, I mean, guys, like, yeah, that's GG. Meneer Odyssey calls it. That is GG. And that's a 1-1 end. That's the end of ELSA for this season, guys. Pretty cool.
And on that note, our first 1-1...
Yeah, that was the first 1-1 cast. It's always been a 2-0.
Very evenly matched, and thank you to both teams for entertaining us this evening. It really was great to watch.
Yeah, thank you guys, and we'll check you next season.